Hi, my name is Mike Fetchko with ISM USA. We're proud to be here again. This is our 8th year, and this is the 7th annual Bradenton Area River Regatta. Right now, we have, I guess, Sam, almost over 20 boats sharing. The Weiners on their way, coming from all points north and east and west, all descending to the great state of Florida. They're nearing the borders, and they're coming to the most beautiful part of Florida, Manatee County, in the cities of Palmetto and Bradenton, as the great venue for the Bradenton Area River Regatta. I know it sounds like Ukraine and Russia, but it's not that. But they're coming, and we're thrilled and excited and delighted to be here this morning and kick off really just a quick overview for all of you about what the regatta is in 2022. The regatta returns, and as it returns, it really has three things: partners, professionals, and power. We'll hit those quickly this morning as we talk about the 2022 edition of the Bradenton Area River Regatta. Speaking first, our host, Greg Campbell. Greg?
Thanks, Mike. All right, guys, thanks for being here. Welcome to Pier 22 and the beautiful Manatee River. We're super excited to have this event again. Everybody's been cooped up for a couple years, I think. So getting out and seeing 75,000 people come to town, which I think that's the estimated number, is pretty awesome. Mike and the team and all of everybody in this room that has participated in this. There's obviously some beautiful faces, some people that have really made a true investment into this community. And sorry that we had to be inside. It's a little chilly outside. Some of the Northerners brought their cold down with them. But we're going to pray for perfect weather on Saturday. Of course, we'll be open, just business as usual. But thanks, everybody, for coming, enjoying the river walk, the Manatee River. Downtown Bradenton has turned into one of the most beautiful places around. I love it. I love being here. I love the people, the energy, the positivity, just the kindness of everyone. It is absolutely the friendly city. So anyway, thanks everybody for coming. Have a great time tonight. Enjoy the snacks after the meeting, a little light lunch. And again, I'll leave the podium. And thanks again. You guys have a wonderful weekend.
Our great sponsor, Pier 22. This time I mentioned to you, it takes partners, a partner such as Greg Campbell, but it also takes a major civic effort to do this event. And I can tell you, it's like a hand in a glove how well it works. It's flawless, the execution and the preparation that goes into this. It was decided in the fall of 2021 that we were going to pause. And I'm sorry, it was in the fall of 2021, we're going to pause the regatta. And now we're here, and it's February 2022. The partners, if they could all come up together. Brian Williams, representing the mayor from Palmetto, Shirley Bryant Hoover. Brian, please come on up and be joined by the mayor of Bradenton, Gene Brown, and Elliot Falcione from Manatee County and its CVB.
He told me to take it off. Greg, thanks for keeping it short. I really appreciate it, buddy. No, appreciate all you do. This is special. Why is it special? We could talk about it's the biggest event of the year. We could talk about it'll drive about $8 million into the urban core in one day. But what's most important, this came to fruition because of the urban core focus, the urban core redevelopment. This is our future, folks, that we stand today. The commitment from the two cities joined together is powerful. And then when you have the Tourist Development Council and the Board of County Commissioners sponsor this for the greater good of focusing on the urban core, that's what it takes. And it makes my job easy. Think about it, folks. We're going to have people, of course, come from St. Pete and Tampa, but we'll have Lakewood Ranch and Parish residents that may have never been in the urban core that are now enticed through entertainment. They come here and say, wow, I didn't know they had a Bishop Museum. As silly as that sounds, but that's what will happen. wow, I didn't know they had a theater. I didn't know they had this old Main Street and this beautiful restaurant. And once we get them here once, research will tell you that 74% of the people that come to a sporting event will return again within 12 months. For a vacation, it's going to be quicker as a resident. So we're excited. It's great to partner with my good old friend, Mike Fitchko and Michael Dungilli. Mike, thanks for being the Italian partner out of the two. Really appreciate it and look forward to it. So I'm going to turn it over to Commissioner Brian Williams of Palmetto.
Thank you, Elliot. I want to say thank you to Mike first for coming back and continuing to come back. You got a regatta. That's our theme. That's what we're working on. And it's true, you do have to regatta. On the Palmetto side of the bridge, we're going to have the Del Couch Foundation bringing all kinds of entertainers in, including the Fleetwood Mac cover band, Bella Garland, who is a Nashville up-and-coming Nashville star. She's a writer and a recording artist. At 4 p.m., we're going to have Randy McNeely Band. At 5:30, the Andy Purcell Band. We're going to have all kinds of food trucks, carousels, ice cream. Wow, this one. La Organti. Quierto. We got a lot of.
Just got a lot of food.
Got a lot of food. That's good, Mike. Thank you. Thank you. Then we got a lot of activities. We got the Kids Zone, the basketball, the National Guard game trailer, U.S. Coast Guard Auxiliary, the 941 vets, and the Vietnam veterans, the Honor Flight group, the YMCA, Old Salt Marina, Humane Society, Ron Proddy historical books, the Vintage Power Boats, and the Sheriff's Department and Tampa Bay Lightning organizations all going to be represented. So we're really we're happy to have all this activity in Palmetto, and a lot of the businesses down there, they'll set up on 10th Street and have their wares outside and everything. So it's good. The economy is great for the regatta and the communities around. And with that, I'm going to turn it over to my friend Gene Brown, Mayor.
Thank you. Oh, I think back 8 years ago when this came up and the collaboration that we saw at that time that you didn't know if could come together, because government sometimes, is competitive in ourselves and we don't always want to work together. But one of the things that I'm proud of and being involved with it the whole time and attending every event is that we've come together as a community. And, the Urban Core of Palmetto and Bradenton are here right now, and the goal is to bring them up as high as we can go. And we have some great people in the audience today, is former Mayor Wayne Poston, who was a leader in getting this here. So thank you for being here in that today. We have two of our new councilwomen, one maybe a little bit older than the other, from the timing of being on the, I'm saying old timer and the councilwoman. So you can see we have fun, and that's going to be the theme of my administration the whole time. So we're going to have fun, and the collaborations that are here with Councilwoman Coker and Councilwoman Barnaby here. We just thank you for being here, and it takes that collaboration. And I mean, I had somebody ask me, how do you get a bridge closed? I don't know, but it's going to be closed every time we have this. So that without that bridge, we're doing it, and that's through our police and fire and public safety with the county, through everybody, the sponsors. It's just fun to see that collaboration as we go forward. And the county commissioner, Chair Van Ostenbridge just walked in. We couldn't do it in ourselves. And that's the thing about our urban core, as Elliot said, it's the driver. And what's happening in this community with the partners and all the collaboration is fun to see, and we're going to grow on that. It's going to be the best regatta we've had. Today, Mayor Poston said that he had the weather come in today. So on Saturday, because he always guaranteed perfect weather, that's going to be perfect on Saturday. So thank you for that. But no, we just want to thank all of the sponsors, all the people out there. Bring 75 to 100,000 people, and they'll come back, and we're going to keep growing. So you got a regatta, and thank you, Mike and Mike, for continuing to do it. So bring Mike Fetchko back up. Thank you.
Thank you, Chair. Moving right along, this partnership of the county and the cities, it's remarkable. You don't see it. Michael and I do things all over the United States. You don't see it, Michael, right? It's truly remarkable here, Palmetto, Bradenton, and Manatee County. This time, I talked about partners. I'm gonna continue that theme, and I'm gonna bring up a guy that oversees a task force, and he's gonna introduce some key people quickly, because this regatta is all about excitement in the air, on the ground, and on the water. But the guy that oversees something all year long, every Thursday at 2 o'clock, either virtual or live, there's a task force. His name is the Deputy Chief of the City of Bradenton, and his name again is Josh Kramer. Josh.
Made that sound very dramatic. Thank you, Mike. I appreciate it. I'm Josh Kramer, Assistant Chief for the Bradenton Police Department and the Incident Commander for the Regatta. A special thanks, though, to Steve Witchower and the All Hazards Incident Management Team from Manatee County. His team, again this year, has helped us coordinate with all the governmental agencies and private organizations, only a few of who are here today, to come together to put together this great event. Obviously, for us, the safety of the public and participants is foremost for those who come and stand in front of you here today. We've been working for months to refine our operational security elements, and we'll continue right up until the event starts Saturday morning. Thank you again for being here today, and I'd like to introduce my boss for more, Chief Melanie Bevan.
Basically what he said. 6 years ago, I showed up to Bradenton about a week shy of me taking office as the chief of police to attend an event called the Regatta. It was a very, very rainy day, stormy, but nonetheless, it was held. And I recall standing there on the sidewalk. I was trying to be in disguise, incognito. It didn't work. They all knew I had showed up. Thinking to myself how truly blessed I was to have the opportunity to police in a community like this, and what a gem the Regatta was even 6 years ago, and just to see how it has grown, not only in size and scope, but growth in the way that has really brought us all together. I mean, you look at this room, like they keep saying, this is a community here, and it really couldn't happen without the community efforts and the teamwork. I just want to thank my staff for everything they've done this year and every year. We are just hoping and praying for a safe event like we always will, and I'm sure everybody's going to cooperate with that. If they don't want to, let me know. But thank you so much for being here. And, Palmetto, I can't remember what cover band you have. We have ABBA, right? Dancing Queen, Mamma Mia. I'm going to say we have the best entertainment on the Bradenton side, okay? Bradenton, hoorah, right? Okay, thank you all.
Thank you, Chief. I don't know why you brought that up from 6 years ago, that terrible sideways rain. I'm still in therapy on it, Michael, right? I mean, I can't walk outside when it rains. Anyway. Yeah, it's at this time, there's also part of this partners and the pros that go into the professionals, like all the task force. Becky, we would like you to come up. Becky Sindrich, she's our lead observer. And I don't know if our permit lawyers are here, Caleb Grimes or Kyle Grimes. They do all the permitting. I don't see them, but Becky, if you could come up and just tell everybody about all the effort that goes into protecting the manatees, the dolphins, the sea turtles, you name it, we protect it. And we do it with a fleet of 4 helicopters and observers, both on the bridge, and even Drago is one of the observers. Becky Sindrich.
Every year I say I'm going to bring a box to this thing so you can stand a little taller.
Marty,
but
hold Becky up.
yeah.
No, Becky, not the dog.
Drago, you need a little help getting up here, bud? Yeah, he's old. He's like, that's a step. That's a lot of work for me. There we go. Drago is a therapy dog. Please feel free to pet him. That's what he wants. He's shameless. He's our unofficial mascot for the Marine Observer team. Thank you very much. Sure, pet me too. We have a whole wonderful team of folks who are trained Marine observers. There are marine biologists ecologists, environmentalists, and just people who care about the environment, paralegals, pretty much every walk of life you can imagine. And they've been trained to watch out for the manatees and the dolphins and make sure they're safe during this race. And we work in conjunction with the Super League and ISM USA, and I can't thank them enough for their cooperation. But I just want you all to know that the animals will be safely protected. We'll make sure that if they come near the race course, we'll either delay a little bit or we'll stop if we have to. But we're watching to make sure we don't start if they're near there. So everyone's going to be safe. Have a great time. And if you have any questions later, feel free to ask me any questions. And feel free to stop by and pet Drago. I bring him here so that you all will pet him so I don't have to.
Becky, thank you. And Becky's in our lead helicopter, which is provided. We work closely with Heli Aviation out of Tampa and Sarasota. They do a great job. Thank you, Heli Aviation. We talk about power, and it starts also for us and ends for us with a company that's the granddaddy of fireworks in the United States, if not the world. Zambelli International came here when we did the first regatta, and they have come back every year. And to give you just 30 seconds about what they do, and we're going to have Tiffany Hughes come up from Manatee Memorial Hospital. They sponsor. Tiffany, come on up with Ernie. Ernie, come on over from Zambelli International. Ernie Simmons. Tiffany Hughes, Manatee Memorial Hospital. You just say how thrilled you are.
Hello, thanks everybody. On behalf of Manatee Memorial Hospital, we are truly honored to be a sponsor again this year for the regatta. It's actually the first event I also heard about when I moved to town, so I'm very excited to participate this year. And we just want to say congratulations to Mike and his team for all the blood, sweat, and tears that they put into the event. And we know it takes a lot to pull off such a great weekend affair, so we just want to say thank you, and we appreciate being a part.
Zambelli Fireworks is again proud to partner with Regatta to bring you an amazing fireworks show. This show was choreographed to fit the high impact music. It's all high impact contemporary music. Each and every shell is hand picked to match that music. During the show, you look for shells like popping dragons, atomic rings, sunflower shaped shells, which is going to be in the program to match the music. Zambelli is on worldwide for their high impact grand finales. And we're going to bring you another one. It's going to end up with all the colors of the rainbow. So we thank you again for having us here.
And I just love Ernie's accent. No. And Ernie has a grandson who's going to be a #1 recruit for the University of Alabama. Go Tide. Sticking with our power. Our power is, first and foremost, it's located with a sponsor who gets behind it and does it in a big way, and they've been with us every year. Firkins Automotive and John Gross. John.
Well, this is a big press conference, so I wanted to announce that Tom Brady has elected to retire from football. However, he called me this morning, and he's going to be a racer in the race this year. He's going to be boat number 8 for his 8th ring. It's going to be sponsored by Firkins and Breakstone Goat Cheese. We're going to bring Tom in a brand new Grand Wagoneer, followed by Antonio Brown's going to be driving the new Dodge Challenger Jailbreak. The coach has decided he's going to ride the Grand Cherokee in. So we have a lot of exciting cars this year, and we're just so happy to be part of the race again because, Mike, you make this rock. The race is so much fun, and I think it's the biggest thing that Manatee County puts on now in Palmetto, so it's just exciting to be part of it, and thank you so much. Thanks, buddy.
Never disappoint. Yeah. All right, we're sticking with the power, and it's time to bring them up, and that's Sam Weiner and Sharon Weiner. I don't know, Sharon, you're going to come up with them. They are the partners and co-owners of the Powerboat Super League, and they're going to tell you exactly what's going on this year, and the drivers and the classification of boats. We did it in the air just now. We told you about Zambelli. What's the heartbeat of this event, the Bradenton Air River Regatta, are these people. And it's their boats, their power boats, and they're going to tell you about this venue. Sam, Sharon.
Thank you. Thanks to everybody. The Super League has been on this planet a long time doing boat racing. I can honestly echo what other people have said. This is the best committee we've ever experienced in 35 years of doing this. And I think your spectator crowd is probably better than any other place we've been in 35 years. So that's give yourself a hand here in Bradenton and Palmetto. That's a heck of an achievement. We've conducted 188 races in 44 communities, and you're right at the top of the list. So you ought to feel good about it. I've been warned within an inch of my life that I can't make a speech here today because we're on a tight time frame, and so we'll have to pass on the entertainment, Mike, if that's okay with you. But we do have a treat. Mike always called me the president of the Super League. I'm not the president. That's very flattering, but I'm no president. We don't have a president. We are a partnership 50-50, Sharon and I, and so I'm being relieved here today for a special presentation. Sharon Weiner.
That's got to be the shortest speech on record for Sam.
I'm not done yet.
I'm here as a representative for the president of the American Powerboat Association for a very important reason. APBA decided it was time to recognize Bradenton and Palmetto and the Regatta for delivering so many spectators and introducing them to the sport that we all love the best, powerboat racing. On behalf of Chris Fairchild, the president of APBA, I'd like to ask Mr. Fetchko, Mr. Dongili, Mayor Brown, and Mayor Bryan's representative to please come join me at the podium. Start here. This represents the very first presidential commendation ever given by the American Powerboat Association. We've been around since 1903. This is a first. It is the only time we all felt that a site deserved this kind of recognition. Congratulations to all of you.
Go ahead, Judy, you first.
Thank you, and what an honor to be the first in that, because bringing this to our town, obviously we talked about the collaboration with our businesses, with our government, with the whole community and what we do. Is such an honor to be the first. And I'm almost speechless. I know that some people may not think that's possible, but we're proud to be here and have this, and thank you very much for giving that to us. And I echo for Palmetto and all of us out there. Thank you.
Thank you.
I'd like to echo everything that Gene says, but I'd like to say on behalf of Mayor Shirley, who's recovering from some surgery, that she accepts this, and it's very, very prestigious for us. So we really appreciate it. Thank you, Sam. Sharon.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm not done. Okay, Mike always says I'm the cleanup hitter.
We have more speakers, but yeah, go ahead.
No, he always says I'm the cleanup hitter, but there's nothing to clean up here today. My job has changed. Wanted to introduce a couple of people we've got here that have boats here on display. We've got a new class of boats here this year. They're very small, but they're very fast. They're called SST 45 or Formula Lights. They're 13 feet long, and they weigh 600 pounds with the driver, and they go 80 to 85 mile an hour. So how'd you like to be in a 13-foot boat that weighs 600 pounds going 80 to 85 mile an hour? Anyway, we've got 6 of them coming here as our support class for this event. I've got Rick Sober over here, who's the driver in the 45, has his boat out here for display. Give him a hand. He's from Port Charlotte, down the road here, and he finished 8th in the American Powerboat Association high points last year. So we're looking for a good run from him. We've got also Greg Hornicle, who lives here or lives close to here, who is Richard Young's crew chief. Stand up, Greg. And he's got that boat out here, number 33, Richard Young. And he is not here yet, but he's going to be here. He's out of Hinckley, Illinois, on his way down here now. I have another driver, another team here. I've got Mike Quindazzi and his lovely wife, Emma. If you guys would stand up in the back there. Something kind of special about this team. 2 years ago, they lived in Parker, Arizona, and we pay tow money based on mileage. And he got the largest tow check that we've ever given in the 30-year history of Powerboat Super League here in 2020. And guess what happened? They moved to Bradenton. They like the race so well, they just moved 2,000 miles to Bradenton. So not only do we have a boat racer here with us, we're also increasing your tax base as well here. So we're getting a double shot. What's that? Well, I was going to get to that point. I say your check's going to be reduced dramatically. Anyway, we do appreciate everything you do here. Mike said be sure and tell the press about the course. We'll use for both classes. There'll be 2 courses. For the 45s, 1 course. For the Formula 200, which is AKA Formula 2, everything changes with time. The course will be 30 to 32 seconds around. So obviously one course is going to be shorter than the other one. Since there's quite a disparity in speed, 80, 85 mile an hour to 120 mile an hour in the big boats. So the course will be roughly for the big boats 2/3 of a mile around, all the way around. And for the 45s, probably right around half a mile around. Give you an idea of the size of it. So you'll be able to see it from anywhere on the bridge in the park. It should be a good show. The big boats, the Formula 200s, we got 11 committed. That's good because we only have room for 12 boats on the starting dock. So we get over 12, we're in trouble here. We have to eliminate some people. So we're looking forward to a great race. Again, all about expectations. The promoters are expecting a huge crowd. The drivers are either expecting to win or expecting to keep their boat upright throughout the weekend, depending on who the driver is. The city and the county, their expectations are great revenues and a great crowd. And I think you'll have all of it. Sharon and I are thrilled to be here. We left 12 inches of snow in West Virginia when we left last Saturday. So we're happy to be here. Even if we have to work, it's not too bad. So congratulations to all of you. And
stay right there, Sam. We're also, Sam, have a special announcement. I don't think the mayors even know this, but we have a great partner who's come back. She is the Director of Government and Community Strategy for Charter Communications and Spectrum. She is back. Leah Brown has an announcement, Sam, I want you to hear.
okay, good. Hi, Leah. How are you?
Good afternoon, everyone. It's such an honor to be here on behalf of Charter Communications. We are the parent company of Spectrum and also Spectrum News Bay News 9. We were a part of the regatta from the very inaugural year, formerly as Bright House Networks, and we're so excited to come back into the fold, to jump back into the water, Sam. And this year, we are going to be the sponsor of the exclusive F2 Super Powerboat Mayor's Cup, in honor of the one and only Mayor Jean Brown and also Mayor Shirley Groover Bryant. And Wayne, you're included in there too. because it's the right thing to do. Wayne was a part, and I'll tell you who got that bridge closed was a phone call from Mayor Poston. That's who got that first bridge closed. But we're so glad to be back in the fold and just really enjoy our commitment to Manatee County. I'm a Manatee County native, born and raised, and I remember having my birthday parties on the Riverwalk when the old train car was still there. So to imagine 75,000 people on the bank of the river is just phenomenal. And I'm so proud to be a resident here in Manatee and to hear about the ongoing partnership that this regatta brings. So Mike Fetchko, thank you for continuing to bring our community together. Mike Dongili and all of the regatta staff. We're thrilled to have you back. And don't forget, you got a regatta.
Thank you. Well, this show keeps getting better and better. Thank you very much. It looks like we're going to have an awards program this year.
Yeah.
So we'll look forward to that. So the drivers that are here, there you go. That's what you're.
And the drivers are all here for the media to interview with, and for all the TVs. I don't think we said it enough, Michael, but we're going to say it. This is a free family event, right? The only thing you got to pay for is if you want some DeSoto food or beverage, and they're going to have 2 beer gardens. But all the entertainment that's coming, and that's power there. And what's that? You know, we have world champion flyboarders, Kristen Smoyer, the destroyer. She's coming back. We have jetpack guys, Michael, who are world champions coming back. We have world champion, national TV, frisbee dogs and trick dogs. We have vaudeville type entertainment on the amphitheater in Bradenton. We have the Tampa Bay Lightning that you mentioned, Brian. A lot of stuff on both sides, kid zones on both sides, everything. And it all gets coordinated. And we have 3 trolleys that are free to the public that'll go back and forth on the Green Bridge. Those are entirely free, and also Spectrum has sponsored a 3rd one. Thank you, Leah. And I want to just mention on the music side, Del Couch is here. Del, you don't need to come up unless you want to come up. You're good. But Del Couch's talent's here, but also on the Bradenton side. Hold on. Michael, I wanted my partner to do this, Michael Dongili, but he said, I'm not doing that. And so I think, Chief, you mentioned we have ABBA coming, right? But we also, on the Bradenton side, have the Blues Brothers coming. So here come the Blues Brothers, ABBA. We're pulling out of all the stops this year. The Green Bridge is going to be packed. The Riverwalks are going to be packed, but it's all so easy to maneuver. We invite everybody down from Manatee County and everybody from the other surrounding counties, Sarasota, Parrish. We know we already have a buzz on our social media that we have people coming from Georgia, actually Nashville and Branson. And I had one other major announcement, Michael, and you got to help me with this, and we're wrapping it up, is for the first time, you know, you just saw the American Powerboat Association salute the cities of Bradenton and Palmetto and Manatee County for having the largest attended powerboat race in North America. That's going to continue this year. We're conservatively saying, Michael, 75,000, but we know we're going to get up there. But we're only able to handle those crowds because, what I said, we have such a great civic team behind it and task force. Without that, we would never endeavor this, but it's happening. I also want to mention that LECOM is the presenting sponsor of this regatta. That was a relationship introduced by the great Jeff Podomic from the Pirates. We thank you, Jeff. Manatee Memorial Hospital in Firkins, you heard from Elliot and his support from Manatee County and their great CVB, RTI Insurance. We have so many sponsors to thank. I'm not going to do it here. Some are here. Rick Davis, thank you, and your company. Bell's gives us all this swag. We kind of look good in it, right? So many people. SRQ Airport coordinates a lot of people flying in here, and they're behind the event. Charles Clapsaddle in Me TV. Charles, tremendous. Everything you do for us every year and month in and month out. The announcement I wanted to make on television, and Michael, just come up and help me with this because I can't think of all of it. You don't want to come up. Michael Dungilly, my partner from Pittsburgh, we have a company coming here called Romesburg Media. And Romesburg Media is going to put on 8 to 15 cameras on this event. Sam, you know them. They're going to be on your boats. Sharon, you know them. But what you don't know in this room, folks, is they're going to do a 30-minute special on the Bradenton area regatta. It'll be a delayed broadcast that will be seen in March from coast to coast on 11 regional sports networks from Seattle to Boston, all the way down to Atlanta. Elliot Falcione is going to have some great spots in there promoting the region, Longboat Key, Anna Marie Island, Bradenton, Palmetto, and every point in between. But it is going to be a recap of the great people here and the great races here, and it's going to be something you're all going to be able to see because we're going to throw it up on YouTube and everybody's going to have it. But just imagine that people sitting in Seattle where it's going to pour rain. How do I know that in March? Because my daughter lives there. And people in Pittsburgh are still going to be experiencing snow, but what they're going to see is this great 30-minute special. And we're so proud to have them here, and we're going to give you details on that as they unfold. But what I wanted to end with was just a big thanks to our partners, to the professionals who make it happen, to the power of our water events, our concert events, and Zambelli in the air. There's nobody better. And everybody always says to us, how did you get Zambelli to do this? Well, we know the owner, Dr. George Zambelli, and that helped. And we utilized him, Ernie, all over the country. And when we said Bradenton to him, he actually opened up a Florida office on the East Coast. So they're bringing in their power. So in conclusion, thank you, and you got a regatta. Thank you.
So we're really excited about it. We're excited about all the energy, the crowds, the people, the festivities. It's a second to none type of event, first rate all the way. Well, the unique thing about this type of Formula powerboat racing is that we're on a closed course. A lot of the other boat racing that you see around Florida, they'll go out into the ocean 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 miles. You kind of lose track of the boats. Here our boats, they're running 120 miles an hour in a 2/3 of a mile circle. So with the bridge as optimal viewing and also the Riverwalk, you actually get a bird's eye or first-hand view of the powerboats kind of at close course, and you get to see the whole race, the race develop. Well, the fitness level is high as a personal driver. You've got to be in shape. You got to be having your cardiovascular level very high. Heart rates are getting up to 180 beats per minute, and the G-forces are approaching 5 or 6 Gs in the corner. Because the unique thing about these boats, while they go 120 miles an hour down the straightaway, there's no brakes, and in order to win, you got to turn it at full speed. It takes a lot of confidence, and it also takes a lot of experience, as you said, because unlike car racing, the course here changes. It's dynamic. We've got current in the water, we've got wind conditions, we've got wave conditions that come in and out, and we also got visibility conditions. And you also have other boats in front of you that are leaving real-time tracks in the water. So all these things come into account when you're trying to take a set at 120 miles an hour coming in the quarter. You want to make sure you find some clean water or cleaner type water to get your boat set and around the corner. If not, it could be catastrophic. And we've seen that almost at every race. So we're going to be holding on as strong as we can and, trying to push to the front. The interesting thing about boat racing is they're all formed around communities that are around the water. So there's, a lot of regattas that we race at and a lot of communities that, are boating-based communities, if you will, just like Florida, Manatee County here in Bradenton, Palmetto area. What a great boating area. So we get a lot of, spectators, people who have boats, who enjoy the boats, who kind of understand, a little bit about outboards and propellers and how some of that works. Some people may even know a little bit about a tunnel hull and how a tunnel hull works, and then get close to something that they love. The special thing about this race compared to others is just the quality of the fans, the quality of the spectating, and the quality of the whole event. It's really just an amazing opportunity for people to come out and enjoy the day. I would just say I think it's a great event for the community to get people out again. I know people have been cooped up, with the pandemic, which has been unfortunate for a lot of people. And we've learned the effects of obviously of COVID and how much that can hurt people, but as well when people are cooped up and they're not able to get outside and get fresh air and see other people, that also has devastating effects on people. So it'll be great to see people back out, smiling, enjoying themselves, and hopefully we're here to provide quite a show for them all.